standing by.
Red 5 standing by.
Lock air spoils in attack position.
What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 3 of the Red 5 podcast. It's your host, Richard. So, this will be a little bit different from the last two that you guys have been used to. I will be doing this solo, so it's going to be a lot of rambling, probably pretty fucking boring. So, I have a couple things that I'm going to talk about. Well, more than a couple, I'm going to try and draw this out as long as I can. So, if it's boring, I apologize. And if it's boring, you can also just shut it off. But we'll get this started. So, welcome, guys, and thank you for tuning in. So, a little bit of an update. My streaming has been incredibly erratic. And by incredibly, I mean fucking incredibly, capital incredibly. Mostly because a lot of things have been a little bit hectic in my personal life. Nothing serious, just schedules, work, all this shit. It's all fucked up. So I apologize for this podcast being like 100 years too late. But so my streaming, the schedule, next couple of weeks it'll go back to being normal. I'm actually working on adding a couple of games, so we'll see how that turns out. I'm thinking about removing a couple of games. I have a list of games on my Twitch that I say I stream, and most of them I really don't. And some of them I've added that I really don't stream like ever. So CSGO. Streamed it a couple of times, playing with some friends. Probably take that off the list. Don't really stream it all that much. I like CSGO, but the competitive environment in it kind of kills the mood. Too many Chiefs, not enough fucking Indians, if you ask me. It's a solid game. Really got nothing bad to say about it. It's an awkward game. It's classic. People love it, so you really can't knock it. Honestly, but that's one of the games I have on there. Ark is another game I have on my games that I stream, and don't really stream that all that much anymore, and kind of turned off to it by the stream that I had done with Josh a couple of weeks ago. It was just a nightmare. It didn't run very smooth. It just wasn't as fun. I don't know. The shit was hectic. Nothing went our way. Couldn't even get shit built. Just died over and over and over. It wasn't even fun, really. Another one, DayZ. So, that was the game that I had originally started streaming way back when I first started streaming. And it's a really fun game, but it just doesn't stream very well. I don't really know what it is, but even, my computer's pretty decent, and I've watched other people stream in the actual stream quality itself, once it hits Twitch, whatever streaming site you use, I don't know, it's very blurry, it's choppy, it doesn't look all that great, it's not as clear. Personally, I think that it's not a very good game to stream unless you've built up the character a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you have some stuff, a little bit of food, you're near a very populated, action-packed area, then yeah, you can stream it. But if you're just starting out, you're going to spend a solid 3 hours running from point A to B with nothing, dying. You're not going to be able to find your friends. I just don't think it's a very good game to stream. I had a lot of fun doing it, played with some people, but personally, I think it's just there's not enough action, really. Unless, like I said, you're already prepped and ready to go, and then yeah, fucking streams are great, it's fun, whatever. But if you're just starting out, it's just so boring. You're just running forever, just run forever. And then you just run into people who just kill you immediately. But, a couple times I did stream it. I played with some friends, and it was a lot of fucking fun. We had some fun. So maybe I can get them to come back and stream it, and we can all play again. But, we'll see. Yeah, those are the games on the list that I just don't stream ever. But I'm looking into some new games. Steam sales are going on right now, so I've been checking out a lot of that. And I was looking into Life is Feudal for a little while, which is a survival game. It's medieval. It looked really cool. I watched a couple of videos on it though, and it kind of turned me off to it. I mean, it's got mixed reviews on Steam, so, and as Josh says, if it's got mixed reviews, don't bother buying it, which, I mean, can be true and cannot be true. So, I mean, you take a chance. So, you get what you pay for. And you really you get what you put into games mostly, but yeah, I mean, I'm thinking possibly adding a little Call of Duty. I'm not a huge fan of the newer ones. I did do a little bit of a Call of Duty 4 stream the other night, and something was up with my computer. It was a little choppy, but I had a lot of fun playing it, and I did really well. I mean, I always say, anybody knows me will tell you, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, best Call of Duty, hands down. People will be like, no, Black Ops. No, fuck you. Black Ops, piece of shit. Okay? I said it. Go get butthurt and go cry somewhere. Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, number 1, hands down. If you don't agree with that, I don't care. You probably have some mental illness anyway. Unless you haven't played it. And if you haven't played it, you really have no idea what you missed out on. Dude, that game is fucking 9 years old now? Yeah, it's 2016, came out in 2007. Yeah, 9 years old now. And fucking, I would take that game over most games these days. So, alright, moving on. So, future of my streaming. There's highs and lows to streaming. Everybody who streams knows that, and people, if you're just starting out, then you definitely know it. But it's been kind of slow lately. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I've been doing a lot of Minecraft streams, and I'm actually kind of glad that I've been doing those. They've been doing really well for me, getting some followers, meeting some really cool people in the chat, and having fun. Most importantly, having fun. 'Cause, I mean, Minecraft's fun, man. Just do stupid shit, build stupid shit, have fun, fuck up, fall in lava 300 times. Don't want to name any names, Josh. But that's a game I added. I'm also thinking possibly adding a little RuneScape. And I love RuneScape. I think I've talked with Josh about it on the first podcast. And I love RuneScape. I think it's a great overall game. Most people crap all over it because, they're like, oh, RuneScape, those are fucking 5-year-olds. Not really. Fucking, dude, RuneScape's OG, man. I love RuneScape. I don't care what anybody says. They've made some improvements. They made some shit improvements, too. I mean, the coolest thing is that, they brought back old school RuneScape, which is kind of interesting. It was like they dated it back to like circa 2007, which was like one of the high points of RuneScape, and I will admit to that. I played it 2007, started in 2004, 2005. Played for quite a while. Still play a little bit every once in a while, but I'm thinking about adding that to the stream, possibly doing some questing, building up some skills, teaching people some ways to make money. I've always been about that shit. I mean, I think I've been working on 99 fishing for a really long time. I'm 90 something, 95 maybe. I don't know, probably not. Something, it's up there. I mean, I'm getting there, but it takes time. There's a whole bunch of strategies you can use. They have guides you can Google and find, and people will be like, oh yeah, I got my 99 fishing in 2 weeks. Personally, I just sit around on a dock fishing, watching Netflix. I think that's fun. Kill 2 birds, 1 stone. I think it's fun. I don't give a fuck what you think. I have fun. Alright? And that's really what counts. Make yourself happy. Because nobody else really will. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, taking it day by day with the streaming. just most importantly, have fun. Because if you're not having fun, why the fuck are you doing it? It's like people always say, you don't have to like your job, you just gotta make the money, pay your bills, all that shit. It's like, well, you don't have to dislike your job either. You just gotta find something that you really love. And I really like streaming. I really do. Play video games, chat with people, have fun, laugh it up. What is really not to love about that? I mean, video games, hanging out, talking, playing games with friends. It's fun. Listening to music. People come in, make comments. Why are you listening to this shit? This is garbage. Other people come in, fucking love this song. You're awesome. Follow. I'm like, alright, cool. Also have a lot of weird people come in, make me say weird things to them. Whatever. But, yeah. So, moving on. My YouTube channel. And if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and do that. I will put that in the link below. Or if you're listening to this on YouTube, go below, hit that subscribe button. The more people subscribe, the more I'm going to realize that people are interested in a lot of the bullshit that I put out. So if you're interested, sub, hit me up, give me a like, comment down below, let me know what you think. If you didn't like it, tell me why. The normal shit. But so the podcast, like I said, I'm a little bit behind, and I apologize for that. I've had a couple people hit me up and be like, dude, what the fuck, man? Where's the podcast? I'm having, withdrawals, which I think is great, man. When people say that to me, it makes me feel good. It reminds me why I do it, entertainment, have fun. Like I said, all goes back to having fun. If you ain't having fun, what the fuck are you doing? Seriously, have fun. You only live once, and then at the end of it, we all end up dead. And, some people say, they're like, no, I'm not gonna end up dead. Yeah, you keep fucking telling yourself that. Fucking people. Fucking delusional. So, I will be putting this out this weekend, which would be the 6th and the 7th of February. So, it'll be out 7th, more than likely, which is a Sunday. So, when you're listening to this, thank you for listening. This is probably just going to be a lot of babbling, a lot of bullshit. So, thank you for hanging in there and try to make it as interesting as possible. So, I got a lot of future projects that I kind of want to do with the YouTube channel. And I'll talk about a couple of those right now. So, obviously, I'm going to get a lot more gaming videos coming up. I need to, first of all, record. We'll start with that. Get some recording going and do some edits. Hopefully I can, link up with Josh and he can teach me a couple tricks. So that'll be cool because I want to make it, I don't want to make half-ass videos that suck and are fucking boring and you're like, oh my god, dude, your audio sucks, you suck, your editing fucking sucks. Normal shit. Most people are just negative anyway. Not that I care. But, yeah. Also, I talked with Josh a little bit about it, and I'll get him back on the podcast. Maybe next weekend. Upcoming week. Next 2 weeks. We'll see. And, we had talked a little bit about doing vlogs, because we are going to be doing a meetup for PAX East, and we're thinking about vlogging it, making videos, putting them up, about our experience, things we saw, so I think on my to-do list would probably be to buy something to record with. That might help. Well, you never know. Or I could just talk to my hand, pretend I'm recording. Just makes me a little bit insane. It's alright though. Another one of the future projects that I am currently interested / working on is a little bit of a fitness, a little bit of gamer nerd fitness shit going on. So over the years, past couple of years recently, I've added on quite a bit of weight, and most people know me, I've always been very strong, man. Lifting weights was nothing for me. Picking up really heavy shit was always nothing. But, you know, it's mostly become to me about, you know, being healthier, living a healthier life, feeling better, that sort of shit. Like, I don't really care if I'm like, you know, I need to be 6% body fat and have abs and, you know, gross spray tans looking like a fucking Oompa Loompa and a man thong up on a stage like a bodybuilder. No disrespect, but just not interested in that. But I'll be doing some of that, and hopefully a lot of you gamers out there who are overweight and don't know where to start will, you know, follow along. I do actually. I have a certification in personal training from the ISSA, which is the International Sports Sciences Association. And so I have the tools and the knowledge. It's about, you know, shutting up and putting up. So hopefully you guys will take that journey with me, and that'll be interesting. So if you're listening to this and you're like, I want to get in better shape, you know, hit me up on Twitter, YouTube, whatever. I'll help you out. We can talk about shit, and we can go on the adventure together. So that'll be part of the vlogging, would be, you know, working out, eating healthier, that sort of thing. We'll do a little bit of, like, you know, videos of healthy recipes, you know, workout programs, what's stupid, what's bullshit, that sort of thing. You know, there's a lot of misinformation out on the internet, and a lot of people fall for it, and a lot of people buy into shit. And, you know, most important thing in life is to remember to be patient. That's all. Be patient. Good things come. All you gotta do is be patient. Keep your hopes up. So, moving on to a much more interesting topic than me babbling. A little bit of entertainment news for you. So, Rogue One comes out this November of 2016. Don't remember the exact date, but get back to you guys on that, or you can just fucking Google it. Either way. So, Josh and I had talked a little bit about this. I think we fucked it up, though. We talked a little bit about it, though, in episode 1 of the podcast. If you haven't listened to that, go back, listen. But, so, Rogue One is going to be about the story of how they got the plans. The Rebels did. The Rebels got the plans for the Death Star and how they acquired it. So, I think this is going to be awesome, and it's going to, you know, from what I've read and what I've heard, the whole movie is going to be just a change of pace for Star Wars movies. It's supposed to be very dramatic, war-style movie, not your typical, you know, Star Wars space opera movie, you know. So I'm excited for that. It's going to be a different pace. I don't think it's going to be a huge hit, mostly based off the fact that a lot of people who watch the Star Wars movies aren't huge nerds like myself. So they don't really care about the things that happen in between the movies. They just enjoy the movies, which is, it's fine. You watch the movies, you enjoy them. That's cool in my book, you know. As long as, you know, you've seen them. If you haven't seen them, I don't even know what to do with you. I really don't. I don't know what to do with you. You shouldn't know what to do with yourself either. But, so, the latest news for Rogue One is Darth Vader is apparently going to play a large role in the movie. So that is something definitely to look forward to. So, delving a little bit more into that, Darth Vader, it'll be interesting to see how that is going to play out. Mostly because, you know, the original actors who voiced and actually did the physical acting of Darth Vader aren't exactly spring chickens anymore. So if you didn't know this, Peter Mayhew, who is the original Chewbacca, was not actually the Chewbacca in the movie. I know, sad, but true. It's actually, he's a young actor. I believe he was a basketball player. Don't quote me on that, though. I believe he was a basketball player. He's very tall, young man. And he will be taking over Chewbacca, because Peter Mayhew's like I don't know, 70 something fucking years old. He can't be running around on sets and roaring and climbing ladders and shit. He's an older man, and he's taking his punches. So I'll be interested to see if they change the voice Darth Vader a little bit, or maybe they'll get the original voice actor for him. James Earl Jones, if you didn't know, aka the old man from The Sandlot. But so there was another leak or information that came out on the web regarding Rogue One, and that was Donnie Yen, who was an actor in the movie. He is I would say he's mostly a martial arts movie actor. He's from China. He's early 40s, maybe in his 50s. I don't know. Looks good though, and he's a great actor. I think Josh and I nerded out a little bit talking about him because we just love kung fu movies, that kind of stuff. A lot of people think those are shit, but I love them. I think they're cool. And Donnie Yen, he's huge. He's huge over there. Most people in America don't really know who he is. But, so he leaked a picture that I guess he really wasn't supposed to onto his Instagram. And it's a picture of 3 helmets. And the 3 helmets were Stormtrooper helmets from the upcoming Rogue One. And one of them we had seen, it was the traditional, white Stormtrooper helmet. But the other 2 were different colors. But they also didn't look the same. The design was very different. Very different. So it should be interesting to see, all the new things that are going to develop from this movie. And, because the original expanded universe is really no more. I mean, it exists, but it's called Legends now, which to any true Star Wars fans just bullshit. Thrawn trilogy, stand up. You know what I'm saying? But so that'll be really cool. If you haven't seen the picture, Google it. You can probably find it. Rogue One Stormtrooper helmet leak photo. I don't know. Look something up. You can see it. Donnie Yen Star Wars Rogue One leak. I don't know. But look those up. Check them out. They're way different. You'll see. If you look it up, you'll see them. So, on a much cooler note, next weekend, which is the 13th and 14th, on the 12th, the Deadpool movie comes out, which is going to be fucking awesome. Looks good. It's going to be hilarious. If you don't know who Deadpool is, he is a Marvel comic book character. And he's not your traditional superhero, I should say. He's what they normally refer to as, I believe they call them the anti-heroes. Is that what they call them? I don't fucking know. Anti-heroes, whatever. So he's a dark hero, kind of. He's like the Punisher, but not all at the same time. He's not, Superman fighting for good and justice and all that fun shit. He's very dark. He kills people. He laughs about it. He says dirty jokes. It's just a little, he's breaking the barrier, I guess you could say, for your stereotypical superhero. But he's very cool, and if you know who he is and you're interested in him, definitely go see the movie, because the movie looks it looks cool as shit. It looks funny. Me and my girlfriend, we have tickets to go and see it for next weekend, so that'll be fucking awesome. And Ryan Reynolds is playing Deadpool, aka Wade Wilson, aka the Merc with a Mouth. So if you don't know who Ryan Reynolds is, I don't even know what to say to you. So he's a funny guy. He does a lot of funny movies, comedies, that sort of thing. I mean, if you've seen Van Wilder, you know who Ryan Reynolds is. But he's very funny, and I think it's a really, really good role for Ryan Reynolds, as opposed to Green Lantern, which was pretty fucking bad. Putting it blunt, it was pretty fucking bad. So yeah, so Deadpool movie should be cool. But on a different note, Suicide Squad trailer came out, and that shit was pretty fucking badass. I must admit, that shit was pretty badass. If you haven't seen the Suicide Squad trailer, definitely go Google that. It's gonna be something else. It's gonna be it's gonna shock people. It'll be like Guardians of the Galaxy, just quality movie that you just didn't see coming. But Josh and I have a little bit of a bet going on. He thinks that Suicide Squad is gonna blow Batman vs Superman out of the fucking water. And to you, Josh, I say boo. Simply because Batman vs Superman is loosely based off of the Batman from The Dark Knight Returns, the Frank Miller comic book. And it's going to be a very old, grumpy Batman. I mean, it's a little different from the comics because he's very old in the comic. He's, gray-haired, very old Batman. And I think I'd guess Ben Affleck is probably going for a late 40s Batman. And so he's very disgruntled. He's angry. It'll be much different than how we've seen Batman before, Batman doesn't kill. All that sort of shit. Which, let's be real here. If you've ever seen a Batman movie, Batman's definitely killed some fucking people, okay? Like, you don't snap people's neck and just live. It's not really how that works. But all you Batman fanboys, which I am, keep believing that Batman has never killed anybody. See where that gets you. So, like I was saying, to you, Josh, I say boo, because Batman vs Superman is going to be fucking epic. Lex Luthor, man, Doomsday, Wonder Woman, all it really is just leading up to Justice League, which should be good. But Ben Affleck will also be doing a solo Batman movie, which I'm looking very forward to. And the rumor is that he might direct it, which, if you haven't seen any of the movies that Ben Affleck has directed, definitely go out and watch it, because they're really well done. And Josh said to me, and his argument's valid, and it really isn't. He brought up the whole Daredevil, Ben Affleck Daredevil, which the same argument could be used for Ryan Reynolds and Green Lantern. It's just, you have bad movies, it's not necessarily the actor's fault. Like Daredevil, definitely not Ben Affleck's fault. One, not really a good role for him. Batman is more suited to Ben Affleck. A lot of people don't know it, but Ben Affleck is a super huge Batman fan. Super huge. He actually has his own Batcave built into his house, believe it or not. He has a Batcave with a secret entrance in his house. That's how big of a fan Ben Affleck is of Batman. That's like every Batman fan's wet dream, is to have their own Batcave. And he really does. So take that into consideration. And, people say his acting in Daredevil was bad. Yeah, but that also comes down to script and how the movie is filmed. And I'm sorry, but it could be Leonardo DiCaprio, as Murdoch in Daredevil back in the day, and it would still suck. I promise you, it would still suck, because that movie sucked. Script was terrible. Let's just put it out there. That movie sucked. But so did Green Lantern. So, Josh, your argument is definitely invalid. And by the way, you're going to lose the bet, simply because Batman vs Superman is going to be a fucking sleeper of a movie. No one's going to see it coming. I'd seen Man of Steel, and I like Superman, but I wouldn't say I'm a Superman fan. I don't have anything against him, but Goku would kick his ass. Yeah, I hope that just butthurt many of you. But, yeah, the thing about Superman that I really don't like is the more and more comic books that they put out about Superman, he's basically just invincible now, and it's not even fun. Like, how can you relate to a superhero who is literally an alien from another fucking planet and is basically now been written to be invincible? Like, that's fucking stupid. Think about this. Any of us could be Batman. Any of us could have been in a traumatic incident like he was as a child and grown up with money, and then all of a sudden you're stalking at night, beating up people as a vigilante. Like, that shit could really happen. That shit really could happen. You know, they have that one guy, I think he's from New York City, they call him Phoenix Jones. He's in World Series of Fighting, he's an MMA fighter, but he also doubles as a vigilante. And if you don't know who Phoenix Jones is, definitely look him up. Interesting guy. Kinda. He's interesting, to say the least. So, moving on. Xbox compatibility. They announced this a few months ago, and I've been patiently waiting because I actually kept my Xbox 360 edition of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which was the first Xbox 360 game I purchased when I bought. Well, I didn't buy an Xbox. It was 360 was given to us as children from my father as a Christmas present. So I'm really looking forward to playing Call of Duty 4 again. People are like, oh dude, shut the fuck up about Call of Duty 4. No, never. You can't fucking make me. So, Xbox compatibility. Am I excited? Yeah. On the flip side, I have so many fucking new games right now that I haven't even played and or beat. So, how can I really focus on the past when I can't even handle the present? You know what I mean? So that'll be cool if I can play, Call of Duty 4 on my Xbox One. That'll excite me. Moving on. EA Sports just announced the second installment to the UFC MMA games, and that definitely warms me very dearly, because if you know me, you know I am huge into MMA. Like, I am just a big MMA nerd as I am a Star Wars nerd. Like, I can talk about fights that people have never even fucking heard of, or fighters that are coming up, that people have never heard of. Like, dude, I remember watching fucking Conor McGregor when he first came to UFC, and everyone was just like, boo, boo, and I was like, dude, this guy is awesome. He's gonna do some cool shit. And look at that. Champ, son. Fucking champ. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, bitch. But, if you pre-order the new EA Sports UFC 2, you are getting a bunch of legends with the game. By legends, I mean playable characters. And, number one will be Boss Rutan. If you don't know who Boss Rutan is, you're not a real MMA fan. That's all I'm going to say. Boss Rutan, he's a talk show host, a podcast host now. He's an instructor. He's a funny guy. He's appeared on the Joe Rogan Experience before, a couple times, I believe. He's a former UFC heavyweight champ. Real funny guy. Really, really smart. Down to earth. Really cool. He will be one of the unlockable characters if you pre-order. Mike Tyson. Shouldn't even need an introduction for that one. If you don't know who Mike Tyson is, just pause this podcast and close that tab, because I got no respect for you. Everyone knows who Mike Tyson is. Self-explanatory. Mike Tyson, EA UFC game, which makes no sense to me, honestly. He was a fucking boxer. So, heavyweight. Put him up against Cain Velasquez in the game. Cain Velasquez is going to take him down, beat the shit out of him. Really, nothing else I can say there. And the third one, I don't know if this is the third and final. It comes out in a couple of weeks, but Bruce Lee, which is really not any of a surprise, because Bruce Lee was in the first EA Sports UFC game. And, I didn't really get to play with him. I think it's cool. Bruce Lee is a remarkable human being, to say the least. And I own just about every one of his books, all of his movies. He's good shit. If you haven't seen any Bruce Lee movies, watch them. You haven't read his books and you're interested in martial arts, change that, because his books are revolutionary. They really are. Also, there is this interesting new product coming out from the Bruce Lee Foundation, run by his sister Shannon Lee. So if you go to brucelee.com, they got a store. They got a lot of cool merchandise. They got action figures, t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, that sort of shit. A lot of merchandise. But they just recently came out with, and I quote, it's called Bruce Tea. It's a tea / they also have an energy drink, I believe. They have a couple different products in that line. But the main one that interests me is the Bruce Lee Energy Tea, which is, I believe it was originally used with green tea, but I think they use black tea for this drink. But they're selling Bruce Tea, and it's his original formula for his tea that he used to drink when he was working out and, still alive and kicking. It contained ginseng, honey, various things. So it's really cool. I believe that it right now they're having a sale. It's buy one pack of them, get one half off or whatever, and it's $24 for 12, which you're like, a lot of people be like, oh my god, it's so expensive. Not really. If you drink energy drinks, they're like 2 for $3, 2 for $4. So it's really no different, because it'll be $2 a piece for the teas. So so that's another thing that I thought was pretty cool. So month of February, I'm a Loot Crate subscriber, which I will also be doing probably some unboxings for Loot Crate in the future for the YouTube channel, so that ought to be cool. But this month is the Loot Crate theme is quote unquote dead, and the main things that popped up when reading about the new crate were Deadpool, because February the new Deadpool movie comes out, and also Walking Dead, which I like Walking Dead, not super hard on for it. I mean, it's good. But then they also came out and announced that they will be doing a Loot Crate gaming crate. I believe that'll be a monthly thing, and that should be interesting. That'll be, anything games related, like I believe, and this information is coming from a friend. The first month is going to be, I believe, like Call of Duty, Legend of Zelda, Halo, games that are just huge fan bases, tons of them. People just love them. So that should be pretty cool. But yeah, so I'll be looking forward to this one, mostly because of the Deadpool stuff. I mean, I like Walking Dead, but doesn't excite me like it does other people. It's a good show though, decent comic book. So yeah, that's basically all I have for you guys. Thank you for listening to the podcast. I know it's been a lot of rambling, probably not all that interesting, but thank you for stopping in and listening. I will be putting below on both SoundCloud as well as YouTube links to my social medias, my Twitch account, Facebook, Instagram. I recently started doing a lot more Instagram posts, some related to my personal life, some related to gaming. So if you don't already, follow me on Twitter. My name is there, is same as it fucking is on Twitch and everywhere else, merczateer, and that's how you say the name, merczateer. So yeah, if you don't already, follow me on Twitch, subscribe to my YouTube. That's all greatly appreciated. It really is. Thank you guys for all your support. It really means a lot. I will see you guys on episode 4 of the podcast, which I'm happy to be bringing back my friend Thomas once again. He is from episode 2 of the podcast, so that should be cool. So I will see you guys next time.